Welcome back, guys. So now we're going to look at something that's slightly more advanced, but it's creating a macro. So over here we have a macro, and macros were only released in the last edition, so we're still implementing them throughout the system. But as you can see on this slide, it's got a load of symbols up here at the top. So if you actually hover over them, it'll tell you what it is. So this one here is a look, the glasses and the mustache, and it's saying it's the main and lower identical look. The second one, then, it's saying clear audio. It's then saying change the stage display to now and next multi-view. It's saying change the stage destination. It's saying clear the props and clear the messages. So rather than having all of that on one slide that we'd have to add over and over again, you can actually just create a macro to have all of those things. So I can add here clear audio, and I want to change the stage to live slide and next. I want to add in a clear the prop. I want to add in a clear the message. And I want to add in a destination, audience look, main and lower thirds identical. So that's and stage and audience. So now this should theoretically do everything that this does. So we'll actually find out. So if I go back in here and I go to my countdown, so when I click on this slide, it's cancelled that and it's changed the screen. So now if I drag this onto this slide just as an example, you can see it puts that macro up there and it matches the color. So now if I do the same thing again without going to this video, it should do the exact same thing as before. So if I click on here, and it's cancelled. So the great thing about that is I can now use that macro over multiple times, so I can actually remove all of the elements on here. So I can remove the action. It's important not to remove all because the welcome slide is actually a foreground, so if you remove everything, you'll actually remove the slide as well. And we'll clear the message. So I'm actually going to bring the macro onto the first slide and delete the macro from here. And I'll explain why that's important. So this becomes really important when it comes to songs. You can see we've got some set up here. So this one with announcements, it's going to knock off the prop, which is the St. Mark's logo in the top corner, because most of our announcements will have it in the bottom corner, and we've got one here for songs. So that's just how you create a macro. You go in here, and if you want to create something and you learn how to use it, feel free to add in more as we go on.